welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Dane Foster and Oscar Woodcrest Show. Now, before we dive into today's topic, I have a little confession to make. Unfortunately, Dane couldn't make it to the show. He claims he got abducted by aliens. But I think he's just avoiding doing the dishes. So you're stuck with me, the one and only Oscar Woodcrest. Today we're going to tackle a serious issue that's been making waves in the world of UFC. That's right, folks. We're talking about those underpaid but determined and stoic warriors of the octagon. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. UFC fighters are getting paid less than a broke college student working at a lemonade stand. It's like they're competing in a financial octagon while their promoters are sitting on stacks of cash, sipping fancy cocktails. It's time to give these fighters the financial knockout they deserve. 1, 2, 3, and the fighters are out. Out of money, that is. Seriously, folks. These athletes put their bodies on the line. They train like Rocky Balboa and eat more raw eggs than a cast of Fear Factor. They deserve a paycheck that doesn't have them scraping the bottom of the barrel for ramen noodles. I mean, come on, people. Let's show these fighters the money. They entertain us with their bone-crushing moves, their high-flying kicks, and their ability to make a grown man cry like a baby. They deserve to be rewarded handsomely for all the bruises they endure. Look at these muscles. Okay, they're not really muscles. More like marshmallows, but you get to the point. These fighters are determined, my friends. They're like bulldogs chasing after a bone, except the bone is their dreams, and the dreams don't pay the bills. Let's do some quick calculations here. Training expenses, medical bills, and the cost of replacing those poor ripped shorts they wear, it all adds up. These fighters aren't just athletes, they're financial superheroes, juggling expenses like a circus clown on a unicycle. Whoa, almost lost my balance there. But you know what they say, the show must go on. And speaking of shows, let's not forget the stoicism of these UFC fighters. They can take a punch to the face and act like they just got a love tap from their grandma. I, on the other hand, can barely handle a paper cut without crying for hours. So, my dear listeners, let's rally behind these underpaid, determined, and stoic UFC fighters. Let's start a movement, a revolution of sorts. We'll call it Payday for Punches. We'll march to the streets chanting, "Show them the money, don't be funny." Imagine the headline. UFC fighters strike for bigger checks. We'll have celebrities joining in, waving banners with pictures of fighters and dollar signs. It'll be a spectacle like no other. Even the aliens that supposedly kidnapped Dane will come down and support us. But in all seriousness, folks, it's time we recognize the dedication, sacrifice, and sheer entertainment value that these fighters bring to our lives. They deserve a fair compensation, a slice of the financial pie that they helped to bake. So, to all the UFC fighters out there, keep fighting the good fight, both inside and outside the octagon. We see your determination. Hey, we admire your stoicism, and we stand with you, demanding a fair shake for your hard work. And Dane, if you're listening to this podcast from your alien spaceship, remember, bring back some souvenirs. Preferably something that can fix my leaky faucet. I'm terrible with tools. Well, that's it for today's episode of the Dane Foster and Oscar Woodcrest Show. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, let's support our UFC fighters and give them the payday they've been fighting for. Until next time, keep laughing, keep fighting, and keep demanding those bigger paychecks. And keep it cheesy!